Hello everyone and welcome back to another Dragon Ball Legends video. My name is DFree. Here today we're going to take a look at the brand new Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku and Hit as well. So if you guys enjoyed today's video, hit that subscribe if you're new for more content. I actually have a good bit to say about Hit because Hit is a character that when you look at him, it's very easy to understand that he does not have access to a ton of different team tag-based options. But then also if you really read what he is and how they've constructed him, you'll understand why they want you to run him alongside certain teams, and they built him a specific way, right? So he's a very technical unit, and I think he's one of the better units overall in the game, which is not a hot take because pretty much every banner introduces a new top-tier unit anyway. But he's a very good character with more options than you probably think he has. So we're going to jump into a lot of different things and talk about all of that. And then, of course, we'll talk about the ramifications of Hit on the meta and the way he would shake up certain teams versus specific matchups. And then we'll also talk about Blue Kaioken in different ways as well. So we're going to start off with Hit here. The first thing I mentioned is that he does not have access to tags. Like, he has Universe 6 and that's it. This was expected. Like, when I saw Hit was coming, the very next tweet I put out was, hey, when we get Hit, he's not going to have any tags. Right? He was just not going to. Like, it's just, there's nothing they can give him as far as like what's already pre-existing in the game. Unless they produce new tags, this was going to happen. So Hit has access to only Universe 6. The only other ways he can potentially get team buffs is by the yellow tag, which obviously, or Z ability. Obviously a lot of units buff that. And then also the Champa Saga tag. Now, this tag I thought was going to get buffed by the Goku and the Hit. I thought that would have made the most sense, especially because they were both yellow, and I felt like they were going to be in a position where they could be ran on a team together well, but they didn't opt for that. Now, I don't want to discredit the fact that in the future, maybe EX Frost or some, I don't want to say the hero cards because they don't buff hero cards anymore, but like more cards come out in the future or old cards get buffs that do allow for this saga to get buffed. The only current one we have now is this Kaba, who does strike, attack, and defense, which is going to make him a very good character overall for this saga. So do consider that too. But ultimately, yeah, in the future, we'll see what happens. But again, that's pretty much all Hit has access to team-wise. But again, there's more to it than that. It's really not that simple. So we go ahead and scroll down here. He is a strike monster. He's got maxed out strike on the graph. Defense stats are... I'd say this is the 5-star number. At 3-star, it's at 76k blast defense and 74k strike defense. These are a little bit, pretty much the average number. He's in a position where the same position most units are in the game that are melee-based units. They're just going to get pretty much one comboed, especially by their type disadvantage. Like, that's pretty much what it is. That's what's going to happen to him. We're going to scroll down, though. Main ability, draws the Ultimate Arts card, time skip, restores ki by 30, and cancels enemies' buff effects. This is one of the best things you can do in the game. I've mentioned this on several occasions. Canceling buffs is one of the best things you can do. And you understand how important it is when you really read Hit's uniques and notice how every single one of them cannot be canceled. This is important because one of the best characters in the game has access to literally removing attribute upgrades and buffs, and that's one of the best things he does. By extension, Super Vegito, his main ability, does that, and it's like, that's always been super oppressive. Oh, Super Vegito reverses a Sun Family team, for example. Man, it would really suck if Gohan got all of those buffs and they saved the main ability for Gohan just to remove all those buffs. Well, Gohan is still going to be pretty good, but nowhere near as good as he would be as a last man standing unit, so on and so forth. That's a specific example, but this is one of the things that this character does, and Hit also does too. That's one of the best things you can do in general, is remove the enemy's buffs. Now, some characters can reapply them, like Super Vegito, for example. He'll be able to pick up buffs pretty quickly, but still, that's a thing. And again, that's a specific example. No need to be offended by that. That's just the Gohan thing. That's something that always kind of bothered me with that matchup. You just got to make sure you beat Super Vegito before he can do it to you. Anyways, restores own ki by 30. It's important because, you know, he's going to have enough ki to do this in a combo. You know, older cards didn't get ki, and they noticed, hey, yeah, we should give them ki. So now they get ki. Unique ability 1. The following effects occur according to the number of timer counts elapsed from the battle start. 10 counts elapsed, 25% to damage inflicted, and -5 to strike arts cost. Cannot be canceled. 15 counts. And again, this is not with him out there. This is just since the battle starts. So as the battle starts, he gets progressively better, which is really cool because that's the most Hit thing they could do as far as the character is concerned from the series. Pure progression, man. That's awesome. 15 counts plus 25% to damage and -5 to own blast arts cost. Wait, this is a stacking buff? Oh my goodness. I was thinking it was going to be one or the other. Wow. Oh my goodness. 20 counts, he gets a 30% strike damage inflicted increase and arts card draw speed level by 1. Can't be canceled. And 30 counts, 60% ultimate damage inflicted. After 30 counts, he's getting all of those buffs. And the reason I was able to piece that together was, and it makes sense because there are other units that obviously do this, but I didn't think about it at the time reading this initially. It makes sense, right? But the real indicator for me was, oh, hey, he's getting strike cost down and then blast arts cost down. So really, he's getting 25%, and then strike arts down, and then plus 25% again, and then minus 5 to the blast arts cost, and then he picks up 30% to strike specific damage, while also increasing his arts card draw speed level by 1. And all of these buffs are non-cancelable. This card is going to do so much damage. He is going to hit you so hard. And that's just one unique ability. That one unique ability has more damage bonuses than more than half of the units have access to as far as older than 8 months are concerned. Let me rephrase that. Literally, every unit that came out, let's see, SSG Vegeta and earlier don't have access to this many buffs, man. This is how the game has gone, and this is why I said every banner, pretty much every banner introduces a new top-tier character or two, right? Now, that's not all, though. He has a whole other unique, plus 30% to own crit rate, and plus 20% to crit damage inflicted. Can't be canceled. Automatically has base plus 30% to crit damage, or crit rate, excuse me, and 20% to crit damage. Nullifies, restores health when it reaches 0 effect when character attacks. Whoa, hold on. He removes their endurance no matter what he is doing. Like, there are characters that remove endurance on special move, on ultimate. He does it no matter what he's doing. Automatically, can't be canceled. Frieza will not be able to revive Zamasu. Whoever, none of them will be able to revive. The following effects occur per yellow, blue, or green battle member other than this character. Plus 10% to damage inflicted and plus 10% to crit damage. Crit damage is important because he's going to get a maximum of 40% crit damage. Because that's important because it means that your crit attacks are going to scale higher. There's a difference between crit rate and crit damage. Crit rate is just the likelihood of doing the crit, so that's not as important. But the crit damage is the most important thing. This unit is a monster. But notice, again, he has no cuts of damage or anything like that. He's going to get hit really hard back. But literally all his buffs are non-cancelable. And I mentioned how, hey, Super Vegito, one of the best characters in the game, if not the best character in the game, is one of the best things he does. He does a lot, but one of the best things is removing upgrades. Well, in this matchup, he can't take a single buff off of hit. Like, that's the thing, and there are characters that have come out that have had 1 or 2 buffs that are non-cancelable or whatever. Hit has this entire kit non-cancelable. So when you have access to all of these buffs, the reason why he has access to all of this stuff and why it can't be canceled is because they're aware of the limited options he has, and they don't care. Like, they're doing it on purpose. They're making him so crazy good to the point where if he's alongside, let's say, for example, Blue Kaioken Goku and Legendary Finish Goku, those are blue and yellow characters. They'll trigger these buffs for him. That's fine. Even if he's not getting the Z ability buffs, he's still going to be insane because he has all these buffs, and this is why he has that, right? He's a unit that's designed to be self-sufficient and does not need a bunch of Z ability buffs to really be optimized. Now, obviously, he would be better, but he doesn't need it, right? And that's the thing that I want to point out, because when we get to his Z ability, you'll notice he has yellow and blue, and I'll point out that yellow and blue contain a lot of the best characters. Frieza, Cell, Hit, which we talked about. We're talking about him now. Blue Kaioken. We have blue list units. Pod Frieza's buffed, and he's really good now. We have access to Legendary Finish Goku, Gogeta, the previous God Goku, which works too. That guy works as a blue option too instead of LF. Like, it doesn't matter if they buff Hit or not. That's the thing. It does not matter because he's getting so much. Obviously, you would like it, but it doesn't matter. Let's go and take a look at his special move and stuff. Inflicts enemies that attribute downgrade plus 5 to strike and blast arts cost for 15 counts. Wow, that's so unnecessary. Like, this is an FU thing. It's so unnecessary. Again, it's good, but it's just kind of like, oh, I didn't expect that. For 15 counts, their cards get more expensive. His green card counter activates upon enemies' tap attacks. Okay, this is where this is interesting. It activates versus tap attacks, which is the regular tap melee, or melee, tackle, tap shot, which is the blast shot, strike guards or blast arts while in the fighting pose. All of those things. That's pretty much everything except for a blue card or an ultimate. Plus 30% to crit rate for 15 counts when countered successfully. Reduces enemies' Dragon Balls by 1 when he counters successfully. He doesn't take it, but he reduces it. His crit rate even goes up, which is good because, as you noticed, he didn't get an increase to crit rate. He's going to have a 60% crit rate and 40% crit damage, while also having all of these other buffs, reduced cost, ultimate damage. This unit is going to do so much damage, man. It's just, honestly, I understand wanting him to have access to more stuff, but, like, it's just almost at this point, if you can see this stuff, it's almost laughable to say he's just not going to be one of the best units in the game because he's built that way. It's really not, it's not up for debate. Like, obviously I'm biased. I love Hit, but, like, reading all of this stuff is nuts. Massive impact damage, gains attribute upgrade, minus 100% to enemy sustained damage cut effects for 5 counts. So this right here is the final nail in the coffin. He makes it to where you can't defend versus him. Like, this unit is very oppressive offensively. Sustained damage cut minus 100%. Right? Like, this is nuts. Massive damage. This is nuts. Crit rate and crit damage up. Damage bonuses, reduced cost. Increase arts card draw speed. 60% ultimate damage. Restores ki. Cancels enemies' buffs. Like, this is so much stuff. And then we go down and we take a look here. It's just strike attack for yellow. But he does something interesting. First non-Legends limited unit that at 3-star buffs blue units as well. So if you summon on the 999Z power, he will come automatically 3-star and automatically with the double Z ability. So, and that's it from the, oh no, actually at 5-star he picks up strike defense. Oh my goodness. I didn't even notice that. Yellow and blue strike attack and defense. This is a nuts Z ability. Look at this list of characters on the page. Look at all those units. Those are all good units, right? Okay, yeah. I'm sorry, like, I've been trolling on Twitter, like, calling Hit Z tier, but, like, honestly, he probably is. Like, I don't think it's far-fetched, bro. Like, the thing with Hit is people are focusing on, oh, Universe 6 isn't a built team. He doesn't have access to good team members because Universe 6, and by extension, God of Destruction Shaman. That's not relevant. It doesn't matter. That's not his best team at all. This team is nowhere near as competitive as the other teams he can field. He'll have access to Cell. He'll have full power Frieza, LF Goku. Literally, these units, man. These are some of the best units in the game. No. Hit is phenomenal. And I'm very adamant about that. He is really good. And I don't even know most of what Blue Kaioken does, so I'm hoping I'm impressed. All right. That took a while to get through Hit, by the way. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. And my mini rant. Z-tier Hit. Oh, DFree said Hit is Z-tier. He's so wrong. Transforms into Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Kaioken. Transformation lasts 30 counts. Ooh, 30 counts. That is our shortest transformation in the game, I believe. Cancels own attribute downgrades, and you can use it after 10 counts. Okay, that's the requirements is good. Canceling downgrades is good as well. 30 counts. We'll have to see what he does. All right. And he, by the way, does go back to normal afterwards. So he's going to have to be really good in this form, too. The following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield. Plus 20% of damage inflicted for 15 counts. Minus 5 to own strike and blast arts cost for 10 counts. Increases arts card draw speed level. So damage up, minus cost, and increases. That's pretty much what Hit does, but, like, worse. Worse. But the good news is he gets it on entering, so it's different viability. Hit gets his always, pretty much, and it's more significant, but it's after a set number of counts. Again, progression for Hit. Plus 15% to strike damage inflicted for 20 counts every time own attack is evaded. Oh, wow, that's new. Every time they vanish out of his attack, he gets a 15% strike damage bonus for 20 counts. That's nuts, man. That really punishes people that constant switch vanish like I do. That's really interesting. Plus 15% to strike damage inflicted for 20 counts when this character evades. And wow, he gets it both ways. Pause. He gets it when he vanishes too? Oh my goodness. Okay, all right, Goku. All he needs is damage cut, and this unit is broken if he gets damage cut, which I don't know if he does on, I believe he does on transformation, actually. That's really interesting. Inflicts downgrade plus 20% to strike damage received. Oh, he's going to make it. This unit is probably one of Hit's best allies. These two together are going to do so much strike damage. It's insane. Green card restores ki by 30, which is good because it only costs 10, so you're getting a plus 20. And plus 20% to, speaking of plus 20, plus 20% to damage inflicted for 15 counts. This is general damage, so it would work for blast cards and strike cards alike. So he is a God Key booster until 5-star strike attack. And then at 5-star, he does pick up Saiyan. So Saiyan's actually never really got a ton of Z ability buffers. Like, there's a lot here, but they're all pretty spaced out in release. Like, until LF Goku, the most recent ones were what? GT Goku and Vegeta, which came out months ago. Like, they don't really buff these units very much, but they've done it pretty much 2 banners straight. So I'm guessing that they're now okay with doing it, buffing the general Saiyan tag. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at his transform state. So, by the way, the Goku has access to the same tags as the previous SSGSS Goku. Like, they're the same card pretty much as far as tags are concerned. This one is a melee unit, as you would expect. So here we go. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats here too, by the way. The stats aren't the be-all, end-all, because units get a lot of buffs, but still. All right. So, transformation lasts 30 counts. Cancel zone downgrades. We already looked at that. Wait, does he not pick up a second? No, I was going to say, like, does he not pick up a second main ability? Hello? All right, draws a special arts card. So that's the green card. Special arts, not special move. Gains attribute upgrade, minus 50% to enemy sustained damage cut. Oh, my goodness. These 2 units are hating on sustained cut. They do not want you to do cuts at all. For 20 counts. Restores own vanishing gauge by 100%. Oh, wow. This guy and the regular blue Goku, both with their main abilities, pretty much restore their vanish by 100%. This is so broken. It was so broken on Blue Goku, the regular one. It's going to be even more broken on this guy. 5 counts are all you need. Wow. Okay. All right, then. And shout out to the original Kaioken Goku for doing something similar. Not as good, but similar. The following effects occur until transformation ends. Plus 25% to strike damage inflicted. Can't be canceled. Reduces damage received by 20%. Can't be canceled. And plus 30% to key recovery. Can't be canceled. He's going to be a sidestep monster. I can already see it. The key recovery pretty much determines it. It's really funny to say that, but it's true. The damage cut is what I mentioned that he would need, and he has a 20% cut, which is not a ton, but it's good enough, and it can't be canceled. Draws a special move arts card next when transformation has 20 counts remaining. Oh, interesting. So he automatically draws a blue card when his transformation timer gets down to 20 counts. Also enhances the next special move arts used until transformation ends. So until the transformation is over, the blue card gets a buff. Plus 30% to special move damage inflicted. Can't be canceled. Minus. This is what. Look at the can't be canceled stuff, bro. Minus 20 to special move arts cost. Can't be canceled. The following effects occur when transformation ends. Plus 15 to own strike and blast arts cost. Ew. 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 So, right, what this is right here is the delayed key onset issue that Goku had back in the anime, where his body wasn't accustomed to Blue Kaioken, and they immediately afterwards got rid of that concept too. Or you can come up with a headcanon saying he got this strong or that, whatever the reason is, but it never happened again. But yeah, so he was not accustomed to that level of power, and after the fight, he was aching in pain and all that stuff still in the arena, right? Long story short, this is not good. Anytime a unit does something like this, it's bad. This is not good. It's bad. This is not good, but I think 30 counts is enough. Especially because you can obviously transform whenever you want to. I don't think it's as big a deal as people will make it to be, but it is a big deal. I do want to point that out. It is a big deal. So instead of reverting and getting some sort of bonus like Trunks or whatever, he actually reverts and gets a downside. Like his cards become 15 more expensive for 20 counts and can't be canceled, which actually kicks you in the butt there because there are abilities that say remove negative attribute upgrade or downgrades and stuff. That would actually be one of those, and he can't even remove that from himself. He's forced to deal with that. So that's interesting. But the rest of this is good. Special move damage up, reduce cost on the special move, all of that. The special move also should have 2 forms. It should change, which we'll take a look at here. Because of the green card, he does the green card change thing just like the original Kaioken Goku. So before using the green card, deals massive impact damage, inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade plus 20% to strike damage received for 15 counts on hit. After using the green card, massive impact damage plus 20% of special move damage inflicted for 5 counts upon activation, meaning it would be a part of this Super Kamehameha. Inflicts enemy with the attribute downgrade plus 20% to strike damage as well, and destroys all enemy cards on hit. This is a busted special move. Like, after the green card, this is nuts. So, this is very impressive. Let me see the green card, though. Restores key by 40. That's a plus 30. You know, they're really cheeky with this. Plus 40 is a big deal. Because again, you're gonna use 10, you'll get 40 back, so you're gonna be positive plus 30. That's a big deal because his card actually should only cost 30 because the reduced cost, minus 20 to special move arts power. You can go green immediately into blue. Like they did that on purpose, of course. It's a very interesting thing. The following effects occur until your transformation is over. Plus 20% of strike damage inflicted, activates once, and can't be canceled. The activates once part is important because they're saying if you draw another green card, he will not get another 20%. Plus 30% to damage inflicted, activates once and can't be canceled. Special move arts. So basically, you just want to use times 10 once, and if you use a green card after that, it's worthless. You literally get nothing out of it except for the restoration of ki, which I mean is still good, I guess, but you don't get anything else. And it changes the special move. So, yeah, Goku is phenomenal. Goku is phenomenal. He just has that one downside. But, again, I don't think it's a big deal per se. I think Goku's going to be good. And I think he'll age pretty well. But he's going to be a really interesting unit to use. So we'll see what happens with that ultimately. But, yeah, this banner is very good. These characters are very good. Like, and that's what you would expect. For the record, I think Hit is better. Obviously, Goku has better overall tag-based team options, which obviously is better. Having more options as far as teams is always going to be the better thing. Like I said, Hit has good teammates. That doesn't mean that I would prefer for him not to have a tag. I wish he would have got tags. And I wish they would tag support and stuff like that, which I think they will soon. But, like, yeah, Goku's phenomenal. So that's pretty much it. Overall, a very good banner. So hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that subscribe if you were new. And I'll catch all of you guys in the next one.